Hey guys, welcome to One Up Tempo. My name is Andrew, and I'm here with a new Let's Play. We're like bringing the channel back for a second. This is it is my favorite game ever. I've played this game, I can't even tell you the number of times. It's like it's the number one favorite game on all of my top game lists. So, welcome to Final Fantasy X. I'm so happy for you all to experience this with me. I'm so excited to play this game again. We're playing it for the podcast, Good Game, Great Game. If you aren't listening, where have you been? Get on it. We've got a year worth of episodes for you to catch up on. Hurry up. But, so we're playing it, and that meant that, you know, even though I know this game really well and could talk about it right now already, I want to play it again so that I'm fresh to talk about it on the podcast. And then I was in one of Katie's streams over at Take Your Time Gaming. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Her streams are like super dope. She's amazing. Love it. Anyway, she was like, "Are you gonna do it on a Let's Play?" And I was like, I wasn't planning on it. And well, here we are. You see what's happened. We all see what's happened. I don't know. I don't know how to do a Let's Play of this game. This was maybe my first game, like, so I had my first console was a Game Boy, and then the PlayStation 2 was my, like, first console, you know? And this was, like, the first game that I had for it because I had played it at a friend's house. So I'm excited to do this in a Let's Play, and I'm also kind of nervous because I feel like I don't know how to play my favorite game for YouTube with all of you guys watching. But anyway, I can get into more backstory of this game as we go through this Let's Play. It's gonna be like 90 episodes most likely, so let's just go ahead and get ourselves into the game as the menu gets impatient with me and says, hello! So here we go. This is Final Fantasy X. If you haven't already, leave a like on this video and subscribe. Because I've played this so many billion times, this is the Final Fantasy X HD remaster for PlayStation 4. Basically, this is the international version, so this is the version that was released. It was released in Japan and it was released in Europe, but North America never got the international version until now. So there's a couple extra bosses in this one, and the sphere grid, which is the level up system. There's the standard sphere grid, which came in the normal one, which basically kind of locks each of your characters into a path. So like you have a white mage and a black mage, and they can only learn abilities on that path until they complete their section of the sphere grid. But this one has the expert sphere grid, which is for people that are more familiar with it. The expert sphere grid gives you a whole lot more freedom in terms of what you want to do with your characters. So I'm going to be playing with the expert sphere grid. I've only done that once before. Oh no. Which one? I'm gonna play with the original soundtrack. I'm sure the arranged one is lovely and fun and cool, but I just know the original soundtrack and it's my favorite, and I don't know what you want from me. I'm going with that. I've literally been listening to it on Spotify almost non-stop, so like, I'm sticking with the original soundtrack. Sorry, y'all. Okay, everyone shut up, this song's beautiful. Here we go. For those of you that don't appreciate music, I'm sure it's really boring that I'm just sitting here listening to this, but nope.
listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Fun fact about this song, To Xanarkand, which is kind of the theme of Final Fantasy X. I learned to play it on the piano, because I played piano since I was 5. I learned to play it on the piano when I was like 15 or 16. And I basically immediately lost the sheet music that I learned it from. And yet I can still play a good portion of it just from muscle memory. It is like the only song that I have like never lost the ability to play. Every other song I forget at some point or another, but like that song just stuck with me. Where's everyone going? Uh-oh. It's zooming in on nothing. Where'd he come from? Who's that guy? I don't know how to do this. I feel like my instinct with this game is that I love it so much and I want people to see it that I just want to sit here silently so that you guys can watch the game and enjoy it, but that's not very engaging Let's Play material. Oh, this is stressful. All right, here we go. We have control of our hero at last. And now we have to go sign some balls.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
I always thought the balls were really weird because they had those bumps on them. We are going with the default names for everybody just because I refer to them as that forever, and that's what I will always refer to them as. So this is Titus. And if you say it Titus, you're wrong. So sorry, it's Titus.
Good luck tonight.
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
Ace block in the front row. Fifth from the right.
Got it.
Now we gotta sign the little kids' balls. Wow,
Can you
nope,
sign this?
that's a sentence
No problem.
that I just can't say.
Alrighty.
Me too.
Take it easy. Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz.
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
I mean,
Ah, yes, of
tomorrow.
course, spectral child who acts as my calendar. I can't tonight.
Promise.
How could I forget? Thanks for reminding me. Maybe that kid is like the manifestation of Siri. You think? It's like, Siri, am I free tonight to teach these kids blitzball? You can't tonight. Oh, maybe tomorrow. I did always just find it funny that he just casually, like, listens to some random little kid who he doesn't know. And is like, yeah, can't do it tonight. He's right. Titus is definitely a bit of a weird character. Bear with him. Because he definitely is not the most likable creature for a significant portion of the beginning of the game. I'll just leave it at that and let you watch from there, but...
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, checked, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day.
Somebody
Zanara
here
says
gives
to
you a
myself, what
potion.
are you thinking?
I don't remember.
I went running straight
Was it
back
you?
home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today.
Maybe
The
it's
two
like
teams
one
that
of
have
the- I
won
think it's
through
one
to
of
the
guys who's,
finals
like,
are, of
walking
course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles
you?
from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today to see
Yeah.
the star of the Abes. In just
Yeah.
1 year, he's become the team's #1 player.
See,
He's
that's why.
Jack's blood
Like,
and the
this is
new
what
hope
Katie
of
and I were talking
blitzball.
about in
What kind of
stream
stupid play will he
the other night, where it's just like, in a JRPG, you gotta talk to everybody.
Make way, make
they
way.
hide items among these random people
Coming through,
all the
sorry.
time. Move! This is literally like walking
Hey,
through. I work
I'm
in
gonna
Times
be
Square
late.
again, and that is what walking through
Hey,
Times Square
let
feels
go
like.
of me.
24/7. Oh, yes, this scene. Hold on to your pants. Or, like, put on a belt. I don't know, whatever keeps him up. I love this. As you're quickly introduced to a version of Blitzball that you will never actually get to play when you do play Blitzball in the game. How'd you get up there? How'd you get up there, Orin? That feels like somewhere the humans aren't supposed to be. What you doing there? I mean, it does look like such a cool game from this. But, uh-oh, what that is? I was always very confused in this scene, too, because, like, Orin does the thing with his little, like, water holder, and it looks like he's raising this up. Like, it looked like he was the one causing this to happen, so I was like, what? Also, Titus falls over a lot in the beginning scenes. Or really just kind of in the whole game. He just ends up on the ground frequently.
Orin! What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna see if I can, like... Nope. Can't access any kind of menu yet. I was just gonna say, at least from where I'm sitting, it feels like the music is a little... The music and voices are a little imbalanced. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see how it comes out on footage. If it's a little weird for this first episode or two, sorry. I'm just... This first time I've ever done a Let's Play from a PS4, so... Wow, look, everyone stopped! Siri stopped everyone! I'm calling this kid Siri for the rest of the playthrough.
What?
Don't cry.
Good advice, Siri. Repress your emotions. That's what I've done my whole life. Thanks for nothing, Siri. You didn't do anything. If I keep doing that, though, my phone is literally gonna wake up and start talking to me.
Hey, wait!
How did he not see Orin there before? Like, Orin was just standing there and he didn't see him?
Hey, not this way!
Look.
Nice little graphic switch there.
We called it sin.
thinly veiled metaphor. Look, it's the little bite-me bugums. Kinda gross, but you know, relatively harmless. See, he falls over, like I said, falls over all the damn time. Yeah, that went well. Yeah, he's gonna be able to do really good in battle.
A gift from Jekt.
My old man?
Falls over again. Casual.
I hope you know how to
One of
use
my friends watched me do a playthrough of this game in college, and she used to call, because at the time some people were convinced that his name was pronounced Titus,
These
so she
ones
called him
don't matter.
Tedious.
We cut through.
So yeah. I also like that he can barely lift the sword in that cutscene, but all of a sudden now he's able to just kind of dance with it and easily just hop around and kill these things. Now he's fine. Seems right to me.
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
Very easy. Very easy tutorial fighting. Bye, Orin. He's just rushes in. This is a pretty traditional Final Fantasy first boss, where it looks big and intimidating, and it should probably be tough to fight, and yet the only move that this boss knows is Demi, which does a percentage of your health, I believe a quarter of your health in damage, and that scales down, so if you're below full health it does less. So you can't actually get killed by this thing. Overdrives are fun. Let's see. I used to be great at all the characters' overdrives. Let's see if I could even do. I'm 29 now, you know? Arthritis could have set in and I might not be able to do any of this anymore. So let's see what happens. Nailed it. Nailed it. Still really good. Age is just a number, folks. That right there that I just did, that fucking proves it. Bam. See, it's the only move he knows. So, because it makes you use the overdrive with Orin right at the beginning there, and take out all of the actual damaging monsters, there's actually no way to lose this fight. This is Titus's overdrive, Spiral Cut. Just gotta stop the little thing. The overdrives are little tiny minigames. It's very similar to Final Fantasy VII's Limit Breaks, where with Tifa you had to do the slots. I don't think you had to do it with anybody else. It was literally just Tifa, you have to do slots, and everybody else just gets to use it. Well, in this one, for the overdrives, every single person gets some kind of little mini game. I don't think that they're actually, I don't remember if they're explained to you in game. I think I just learned how to do them. That's all I got for you. Basically, we just hit this guy until he gets out of our frickin' way. And he's just gonna keep doing that, which is stupid and pointless, but here we are. And it's funny, because I used to use potions in this battle because I would get nervous because they're in yellow health and it looks really bad, but nope, they're fine. They weren't gonna die. And there's our first victory. The great thing about this one is like the backgrounds. The remaster enhanced so many of the backgrounds, so you can like see the rest of Xanarkin behind this while you're fighting, whereas like it was kind of like not that super visible in the original PS2 version of this. All right, we're gonna save at our lovely, lovely save point. Can I access a menu? No? All right. So the settings, the sound settings are gonna be what they're gonna be until it lets me get into a menu, basically.
What are you laughing at, old man? Oren, let's get out of here.
Now I did do a vote on Twitter to see if somebody wanted me to do a challenge run as opposed to just a traditional Let's Play.
Give me a
But
break,
50%
man.
of the votes landed on a traditional just play through the game normal. So we're not doing a challenge run. I've done it in the past. I did a Riku only run. She's one of the characters in the game. I did a run which was just her. Those of you who are familiar with the game know that that's quite a difficult solo character for this game. And it involved a heck of a lot of like grinding to like basically grinding in order to try and get really rare item drops. Boy, golly, did I hate that. Alright, so I gotta attack that little tank over there. But basically, for now I'm just gonna take out the guys whose wings are flickering because they're gonna use an extra strong attack on their next turn. But this little... can't attack the tanker yet, so we'll just keep taking them out until there's a little conversation here. Maybe now, Oren, you gonna notice? Yeah.
This could be bad. That! Knock it down.
What?
You heard me.
Trust me, you'll see.
Don't question me. I took my arm out of my sleeve. That's the funny thing about Oren as a character, is like, he carries his arm around in his coat, like it's like a sling, so you assume it's broken, but then he like whips it out for battle, and that's never really explained as a thing. Just, it's sort of there, and that's that. And we're just gonna focus all our attention on an inanimate object, while we get destroyed by these creatures. What a dream. There it is. Ah, yes, because as it's falling, it will explode and blow up the bridge. Uh-oh, but we're on the bridge. And now his arm is back in his coat, like really magically fast. And he can jump and keep it perfectly in his coat. Like, Oren, what a cool guy. What a cool guy. His arm don't give a crap. His arm's like a honey badger. Honey badger don't care. Oren's arm don't care. Oren's kind of like a honey badger, I feel like.
Oren! Oren!
Now this thing's sucking us in. The giant butthole in the sky. Yeah, this whole opening scene definitely is like, is Oren a good guy or a bad guy? Like, what's happening?
This is your story. It all begins here.
Now we get the Star Wars screen wipe. Just kidding, it's more nuanced than Star Wars.
Hey.
Oh, that's right. There's a lot of dream
Hey!
sequences in this game.
My
It also,
old man?
this is like, I don't know why it bothers me so much, but the fact that he always calls him his old man and never his dad or his father. I'm pretty sure it's an intentional language choice in order to express that like the two of them are not that close. But the phrase "my old man" just like bothers me so much, and maybe because like Jack's not actually old. I don't know. I just like it was always one of the things that got to me.
Things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded. And then
No, don't go to
sleepy.
sleep. Nope, that's bad. Like when you have a
think I had a
concussion,
dream.
which you blew up a bridge, so you
dream
probably have a
of being
concussion.
alone.
If you have a
I wanted
concussion and you go to
someone,
sleep, it's bad.
anyone
Stay
beside
awake.
me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Also, it looks like you might be underwater, so also don't go to sleep there. General life advice from One Up Tempo. Oh good, here we are in this water area. Where are we? Who knows? Could be anywhere, really. Good morning.
Anybody there?
Good evening. It's unclear. It's very cloudy.
Oren!
Yeah, just like shout. Great, yeah. What if like somebody's like around and they murder you because you shouted? Stupid. Ugh, and you scared away the bird. Titus, come on. Can I? Okay, I have a menu. I'm gonna like look at, oh god, I'm so messed up. I've been playing the Switch and the confirm and cancel buttons are the opposite of this and I'm gonna be confused. Let me see. I'm so unsure of what I want to do with that. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna... Whoops! Hit the thing! I'm gonna put it on the arranged soundtrack for a second, just because I don't think I really properly gave the arranged soundtrack a chance. And I know I want, like, the nostalgia of the classic, but it's okay. I can deal with it. And maybe the arranged is good. I can't really remember. I didn't, like I said, I was very much just like, no. I want the thing I know. There's these little glyphs all over the world. They're written in Albed, which is another language. You do get Albed primers throughout, which basically each one tells you
What do we have
like
here?
one of the letters.
Nope.
A might translate to
Can't
N.
read it.
So anytime any A in Albed is going to be an N in English. So you have to get all 26 Albed primers before you can properly read the language. However, there also is a function in this game where if you have all of the primers, like you can transfer any primers from your other save files into this game. Like I think that was an attempt at them to be like, here, did you want to read the Albed in the beginning of the game that you could never read because you didn't have the primers? Here's your chance. And so I've always had those on like my PS2 because I played this game so many times. But now I'm just remembering that I don't have any save data on this, so we're gonna have to go in blind to this Albed stuff. So that should be interesting. We won't understand any Albed conversations again. We'll have to see how many of the primers I remember where they are. Because I've definitely had all 26, but some of them are rather well hidden. Ah, yes. Let's go to the strange temple. Quick little save. Quick little savey save. Sure do. Sure do want to save my data. Thanks so much for checking. I'm thinking I'm going to keep the episodes of this Let's Play around like a nice consumable 30 to 40 minute range. I may go a little bit over that in this first one just because like I want to make sure we get into some kind of meat of the game, so it's not just like here's the boring intro episode where nothing happens. Because obviously the game has to set itself up before it really goes. I think we're at least gonna go to Besaid, and we'll see where we're at time-wise. Oh, crap. Every bridge I'm on breaks, man. I'm just trying to cross water things, or whatever was below the bridge in the other place. But instead, they all keep breaking. Something's coming. Watch out! Okay. I have to be honest. I'm finding this rearranged battle theme extremely heinous already. And I'm gonna have to switch back to the original soundtrack. Sorry. The battle theme is like so good, and this is just not cutting it at all. So we're switching back the minute I get the chance. I'm sure somebody put a lot of work into doing arranged versions of the original soundtrack, but no, not good enough. Not this guy. No, yeah, I'm not okay with any of this music. I'm so particular about it. This is like my childhood in a soundtrack, so it just needs to be my childhood. This is once again a boss that does... It looks really bad because he's like, oh my god, it just took off half my health, but it's literally just going to do half your health every time. So again, you cannot lose this boss fight. Which is great, because like, you certainly weren't going to be able to win it. So you just have to hit him like 2 or 3 times. And then he's like, rah, I'm gonna eat you! Good thing he doesn't have eyeballs. Man, these bridges, people need to build bridges better in this world. Like, that's #1 takeaway from this replay. They're shit at bridges in Spira. Well, I guess the first one was in Xanarkand, which is not Spira, so, eh.
Made it out of the frying pan and into the
Wow,
freezer.
what a fun play on that saying.
I thought I was gonna die in this place.
That one always stuck with me when I was a kid. I was always like, well, that's not what it's supposed to be. Alright, first things first. Back to the correct music. Thank you so much. Now we can run up the stairs. Oh my god, I can actually see the stairs in the remaster. What a miracle. I'm trying to figure out if I played through the remaster with the... I must have just like been watching other things and not listening to the music as much when I played through the remaster, because I've definitely played through it. I have the platinum trophy already. But I would have sworn I did the arranged music, but like, wow, I hated that. Like, you put me one song in and I was like, absolutely not. Alright, time to figure out how to make a fire. Oops, I forgot where to go. Cool, a save point. We'll use that in a second. Wow, look at this random drawer that just has these 2 pieces of flint in it. Convenient. Let's save real quick, because, you know, just, I'm a save whore. I love to save. You can pay me money to save anytime. Is that what whores is? Hello? Honestly, this is the thing. Whenever I talk, I'm confused as to why anybody ever lets me talk. Like my acapella group, whenever we're doing shows, we will like talk between our sets sometimes, and without fail, I'm the most awkward human. So I don't know. The Withered Bouquet is an item I'm 99.5% sure that it has a purpose of some kind, but I literally can never remember like what it does or why it exists. But it goes into your key item slot like right away, so that's like one of those moments where you're like, oh, it's a key item, I guess it's important. All right. Tired of having only one person. Let's like light a fire and see if somebody else shows up. Spoiler. I think the best thing that is done in this game in terms of the opening storytelling is like, yeah, there are moments that are absolutely like, what the fuck is going on? But that's exactly what Titus is wondering. Like, it's giving you a perspective character who also doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So when you're confused, it's narratively appropriate. It's also a very common fantasy device to give you like, oh, here's the random plucked out of nowhere to be a hero of a story. He doesn't know anything about the rules of the world, so I can teach you the rules of the world, and that can teach you, the player, the rules of the world. So,
What do you want?
here's another dream.
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
You came to say that?
Yeah, see, like, Orin's clearly a bad guy.
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who, me?
You cried.
All right, thanks, Siri. Like, she wrote it in my calendar. She's like, that day, you cried, bitch. You cried on that day. I saw you doing it. I got a camera. I'm watching you 24/7. I do think my phone is watching me 24/7. That's why I mostly keep it in my pocket. Get that good dark look at the inside of my jeans. I mean, there was something actually sensual in that sentence. You want that? I'm gonna try that as a pickup line, like in the future. You want a good dark look at the inside of my jeans? Oh, what a time. Oh, this guy. Look at, he wants a good dark look at the inside of my jeans, I think. Yeah. Oh, you're so good at circles. Oh, okay, you were done. That's fine.
Give me a break!
Yeah, the music's already better. Aren't these boss battles fun early on when you just trade blows with a thing and there's not really strategy to it? What a great time. However, I will say this, you can lose this one. So this is the point where the game finally says, you better start healing if you're taking damage, bitch. This is also the funny part to me. So you see, she's got those like 4 guys behind her, all with like guns trained on this creature. And instead, she's gonna walk up, and you're gonna be in a battle with just the 2 of you, and the guys with guns are not gonna do a thing to help. So this is, you don't learn this until a little bit, but this is Riku. She is an item user. She's kind of like your alchemist of the game, if you're familiar with Final Fantasy job classes. So she can steal, she's also your thief. So she can steal items from enemies, and she can also use items on enemies. And that is her greatest strength. Because look at this attack. Does not do that much. The single character challenge that I did try was a Riku only challenge. Boy, dear God, is this fight fucking hard in a Riku only challenge. Because you can only do 50 whatever damage at a time. I think it might have been a Riku no items challenge even. I can't remember. There were other limitations, and I do think it was no items. So like I wasn't even allowed to use grenades. I had to just hit this thing. And basically you're sitting here relying on him to either attack Titus or miss. So this was like the crapshoot hell fight of that challenge. Because obviously you don't get a chance to grind Riku before this. There's that first level. Got some ability spheres. Perfect. Look at that ass. Look at that ass. She has a lot more clothes on than she has in the sequel. Fun fact, Riku, voiced by Tara Strong.
That was close.
If you don't know who Tara Strong is, literally look up any of your favorite cartoons.
Hey,
She was
let me
likely in
go.
it. 90s cartoons? Yeah, all of them.
Redek Drak!
Vin, Irisa, Tekika!
Bak Edeku! Gemed?
Fed! Trivida Grisa!
Draunia, Drakisha Tate.
Ifan Petted! Fapuneket Fedrik! Kuno.
In case you're curious, basically they said, is it a fiend? Do we kill it? Which is like kind of dumb. Because like, these guys they've seen people. And clearly, like I get that fiends are, you learn a little bit more about like fiends are created out of humans that die and don't move on to the afterlife basically. But the fiends clearly look different. So it's confusing how they think that. But basically they were like, do we kill it? And she's like, no, I forbid it. We're gonna take it to the ship. And then she says sorry before she punches him. So there's your translation from somebody who has read this script too many times.
Kid, this Daija.
Hey, that hurts.
Musujek, Rain?
Whoa. Okay.
Canis!
Right, whatever.
Tui Hood Kabeg?
I said I don't understand.
Akomala!
I always love that.
Stay
Akomala!
if you make yourself useful.
You understand me? All right, I'll work.
She's like the nice one, but also like so aggressive. So here, this is an Albed primer. We're about to get our first one. So we've just learned that the letter Y is A. And now anytime we are listening to an Albed speak, that letter is going to be automatically translated for us. See? So now you can see all of the A's. The red letters are successfully translated. So you something in the sea, something. That's what he's probably saying.
Sujait! Kadufun et Setedamo! Sujait!
One of them like gives you an item, right? Am I wrong? Yeah. See? Gotta talk to everybody, even if you don't understand their language. JRPGs, talk to all the people. Alright, we're definitely sitting around 45 minutes. It's kinda late. I have an early day tomorrow, so I wanted to get to Besaid before we called this first episode, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. We're at a save point. I think this is a really excellent stopping point. We've been captured by these mysterious other language-speaking people. What could be happening? Who knows? But we'll find out next time. Yeah, like I said, this is weird for me to do a Let's Play of this game. But I will figure it out if you'll figure it out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope all the sound is balanced. Please forgive me if there are like some kind of weird issues in terms of that. This is my first time capturing PS4 stuff and editing a video this way. I will learn it quickly as we go. But that's gonna do it for episode 1 of Final Fantasy X. I hope you're ready to buckle down and get through this series, because I so am. I am ready to show it to you. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're not, so that you don't miss an episode of this. Leave a like on this video, please. It means the world. It's like such a simple click. Or like a dislike. I don't know, just react. Just react to the episode. That's all I care about. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, keep your beat up. I'll catch you later.